Hey y'all, what's happening? It's your brother in the footwork and your footwork news boy, DJ Corner Stone, and you're watching Give Us the Works on the Footwork Out YouTube channel, where I interview various dancers, DJs, and producers. So y'all pay attention as our guest today gives us the works. Y'all, what's happening? It's your brother in the footwork, your footwork news boy, DJ Cornerstone, and I have the pleasure today of interviewing our brother, our homeboy, the Raw Footworker, Raw Footwork track producer, and DJ, DJ Twan. Y'all give it up.
Appreciate that, appreciate it.
No problem, boy. Hey, thank you for coming on the show, for taking the time out. I'm looking forward to this one. It was a long time coming.
Yeah, been waiting a while, man.
Yeah,
been waiting a while.
Straight up, I know you've been making moves and everything, and we gonna get to all that, man. All that. But
Sure.
for everyone who doesn't know, man, first off, if you could tell everybody where you from.
I'm from Chicago, originated from the south side of Chicago. From the low end to the hundreds, just migrated through the city, known all through the city, basically, north, east, south, and west. Made a name for myself, kept it up and up, fair in the culture. But yeah, from Chicago, basically.
Man, right on. So this is pure bread right here. Pure bread.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
What generation footworker would you say you are?
Well, one.
Generation one.
I came up with all of them. I was like the shorty in the game, like literally the mascot type. From House-O-Matic to House Arrest 2, U by U, K by 9. I danced with all of these groups, literally.
Straight up.
Yeah, literally. CMD.
Yeah.
Kenny Mac Dance Posse.
Oh man. Dang. Kenny Mac.
Started my own group, Kings of Juke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what, how old were you when you started? You said you was a shorty.
Actually I was about 6.
Golly, 6? Shoot.
1990.
Yeah.
1990.
Man.
1990. I'm talking about dancing. 1990 dancing. When I turned about 14, 15, I jumped into the DJing thing because we was doing the sock cops. J.R. Deontay and DJ Chip. Yeah. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Them the names too.
Yeah. So we was dancing back then. We was ticking.
Yeah.
We was ticking back then before the footwork was like footwork. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Bernard and Brown, all them, they got a hold on to us, and we start going crazy. But the Untouchables been going crazy. Untouchables, they was doing their thing out west. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and House-O-Matic, Ronnie Sloan and them. Yeah. Busting heads. Then Juan came along. Juan with the House Arrest 2 came along. Boom, busting heads. I danced with all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a part of a lot of people' life in the culture. If you around any dance and you seen my face, real talk. From the ghetto tracks, from the ghetto house tracks to the new day, what it is now, to footwork. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been in the culture my entire life.
Wow, and that's hey man, that's amazing too, cause.
And I got a birthday coming up in a couple of days.
Yeah. What's the birthday? What's the date?
The 10th actually.
Okay.
The 10th. Yeah, I'm dropping my album. It's busting. It's cracking. It's anticipated. It's what y'all been waiting on. It's finally here. You know what I'm saying? It's here. So they're gonna be able to get it on Bandcamp. And matter of fact, today It's the 3rd or something. You know, I'm gonna put it up tonight. Matter of fact, I'm dropping it tonight. I might as well. It's Bandcamp Friday. Y'all can have it.
Oh,
they
man.
want it, they can have it. Yeah.
Oh, so you know what? I did see something about Bandcamp Friday. I didn't even look into it to see what all.
Yeah, the rise of an underdog.
Yeah. Oh man, shoot. Come on now. Can you give a quick couple of names of some tracks at least, man? I know
Payback is a Dog, Higher, let's see, Take His Head Off. Let me see what else on there. Sinning of God. I also made that Coily Ray, you know, that because girls is players too. It's the new song that everybody dancing to out in the streets. They done made different versions. What I did a Chicago juke version. So, you know, they got a Baltimore version of it. They got a house version of it. They have like a old school. They've been mixing it crazy. So I decided to stand up for Chicago and make us one too. You know what I mean? So I made one for Chicago. So hopefully I'm the first person to have it out. And I guess hope the radio elevate to it and want to pick it up. That's a clean track there. And yeah, that's a clean one. That's something.
Oh man, yeah. All right, yeah. So we look
and a birthday track. The birthday track, you know. So I wanted to do something for all the birthday people out there. All the birthday girls that want to shake their rump, you know. Hey, that track gonna go crazy. That's all I can say.
Hey, Twan, that's so raw because we ain't have a birthday footwork track at all. But I don't think it's been a birthday ghetto house since the Bad Boys on WGCI when they had their
it's definitely out here. I definitely did one. I definitely did it.
Right?
I made one.
Oh man,
I made it. Yeah, I definitely made a birthday track. My birthday coming up. I'm gonna have it as an intro for my birthday. It's your birthday, you know. It's nice.
You got a party coming up with that too? You say that?
Yeah, it's a couple parties floating around. The Low End Legends, you know, I'm going to that with PJ Limo and them. DJ Limo, they're part of the culture too. They've been making tracks forever, ghetto tracks. I'm doing a party with them, and that's on my birthday. It's another party that's going on my birthday with Farley, Crucial Conflict, Traxman, a couple of other DJs that's gonna be rocking the house that night. So it's gonna be Aquarius Bash going on up that way too. So it's a bunch of stuff because my birthday kind of lit. You know, I'm getting in the back of somebody truck and getting chauffeured around. You know, I'm getting my limo thing going. I'm gonna try to do it big this time. I'm doing something different. I'm refloating and I'm gonna go show out. I'm gonna go bless everybody with the tables I'm spinning on my birthday. I'm going everywhere I'm going. I'm spinning for about 20 minutes or so, 20, 30 minutes, and we're gonna get in there. My team that's with me, we're gonna have a good time coming to show out. Looking all golly, because it's, you know, I'm doing something called, you know, a golly birthday. You know, everybody wear white.
Everybody wear white, okay.
Everybody wear white.
Man,
everybody wear white.
Dude, I just finally got to watch Black Panther 2. You just made me think of that, because you know at the funeral service, they was all wearing white and all that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Who can tell us when can we wear white? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they be like, man, don't wear white after the morning. Man, knock it off.
Right.
You're going into the concept of what people telling you to do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
You do what you want, do what you feel.
That's right.
Man, so you touched on when you started footworking, but as far as when you got into DJing, and then when you started making tracks, how old were you then at those two occasions?
I've been making tracks a very long time, like in 99, 98, stuff like that. I've been making tracks for a long time. We used to have this group, Juke Life, you know. It was me, my boy Kevin, and Jarrell. And T-Rail used to rock with us too for a while, and then yeah. That's my boy. That's still my boy. Yeah. And but it had got to a point because Beat Down had their thing going, and we was making the tracks or whatever. So you know how it go. You got to make track for us.
Oh yeah, y'all got
but you know. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so we went through that phase for a little while, and you know, but I've been making tracks ever since back then, you know. So I've been making tracks for some years. It's like my 23rd year, 24th year. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah. Well seasoned.
Yep.
Well seasoned.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So when people be thinking that you don't know how to do something that you've been doing for so long, they better watch out. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes. You know? Yeah, we seasoned. A lot of us seasoned. They gotta recognize it and understand it, though. You know, to the position that they're in, and the unity and the power that they have in their possession in their hands through this music culture. You know, they need to have a big understanding of what they bring to the table and how they gravitate, and that we all are watching. Even though we might not say nothing about it, but we watching. Yeah, so yeah.
I'm glad you touched on that unity, because I see your post where it was one in particular. There was a video where you had the mic and you was trying to get everybody. You spoke on that, getting everybody together. I can't remember your words verbatim, but it was like, you know, we gonna squash all whatever in the past, and we just gonna do this. So, man, when did you start speaking to everyone in regards to that, in regards to unifying?
Well, I've been speaking on that for a long time. Like, I remember when things was getting wonky from way back in 2001, 2002, 2003. Like, when stuff started getting serious with the music, and the music started taking off to a different realm, you know what I'm saying? And it started getting more of an ear, because the parties that we was throwing, it started migrating, the people started coming, and they hearing this music. So now we're growing our own fan base, basically. You know what I'm saying? We growing our own fan bases, throwing out parties. And that's what I want to get back to. I want to get back to us growing our own fan base again. Even though it's worldwide now, but we still homebound Chicago. It's a lot of artists that's still here that we need to broadcast. We need to come together and make that a thing, because it's up there. Like, this music is not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we need to have more of these events. And you know, I've been making tracks for a long time. That's a man, underdog.
Yeah, and that's interesting that you call yourself an underdog. For one, because I done heard a lot of your tracks, man, and a lot of them just raw. A lot of them raw. And two, that you've been around so long. Like, why do you consider yourself to be the underdog when you a veteran in the game?
Well, because you know how it go. It's peaks in the culture. You know what I'm saying? You be at this point, and you at this point, and a lot of people, things happen in your life where things change. You know, situations change. You're not the brand name anymore. You're not the go-to guy anymore. You're not, you know what I'm saying? So, but you're still relevant, but you're just not the go-to guy. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So people might be like, man, I ain't heard from you in a long time. Well, I was out here doing something else. You know, it just be moments like that. Real life starts to kick in. You know, you're not a kid anymore, so you don't have time to just go to functions and kick your feet. You know what I'm saying? Amongst your guys and things of that nature. You know, so it becomes more of business. You got your job. You done had kids. You got your girlfriend. You doing something. You're doing something that's making you some money, and you ain't have time to just sit here and make tracks and beats all day. You know, so life like that happens. and you end up falling back. But then you migrate your way back to it, and it's like the acceptance part. They be like, oh, you back, but you know what you on. You know, they checking your temperature, so you got to remind people who you are, because some people will try to forget. So you know, it's just like a movie. You know how the movies be when if you ever seen Rocky, he got knocked out, but he came back with the vengeance and knocked dude. You know how it go. It's like a Rocky story. Yeah.
Man, yeah. Just so you on the tip, reminding people right now, reminding those from back in the day, and introducing yourself to the ones who are younger.
Yes, but you know, you gotta have a certain image. You don't get out here exploding, you know, ranting and doing all that, because who's looking up to that? Right. How can they feel they can come to you when it's a problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing that these people got to stand on. Like, they got people looking up to them. You know what I mean? You got people looking up to you, and you gotta hold your position that you took part in when you became this special person that you are. You know?
Man, that's good that you said that. It's good that you said that, and I really wish that more people, especially anybody in entertainment field, man, realize the influence that they have. Because he really, and I think I was speaking with K. Richie on this, you have individuals that have written power and authority, like legally, politicians, officers and stuff, but your typical person ain't just gonna follow them willingly.
Exactly.
The entertainer is going to be followed willingly. You know, you don't need no law to follow DJ Twan. We're going to follow DJ Twan just because he's Twan and he's doing music that we like, you know?
Exactly.
And I'm glad to hear you say that, because you realize you got that platform and that you can use that to steer people in the right direction.
And I always been like that. I've been like that forever. Like, if anybody ever known me, I don't have no enemies, you know. I don't have any enemies. If you don't like me, that's your own personal thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep it to yourself, you know. And, you know, but I try to keep it that way. That's just like when I started my dance group. I took kids that never knew how to dance a day in their life. You know what I'm saying? And now today they some of the best. You know what I'm saying? Right now to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you name some of them?
Yeah, it's a lot I can name. Basic, chemo. Just think about Kings of Juke. Just say Kings of Juke. When you think about Kings of Juke, you'll learn. You'll learn. Okay, yeah. A lot of people. I had one of the biggest groups in the city back in like 2003, 2004, and we used to do the parade. Man, I inspired so many people just to be better. You know, footworking in this culture saved lives. Yeah. It actually saved lives. There's so many people that call me on a regular basis. Twan, man, I'm still doing this. I'm still dancing. I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing that come out, you know, like this dance and stuff saved my life. You know what I'm saying? And it touched me. Every time I hear it, that gives me more inspiration to keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That gives me inspiration to keep on making this music, because somebody gonna pick it up. Somebody believe in me. Somebody believes in what I'm doing. So it gotta be working. So keep it going, you know? Each one teach one. But I always had that type of mentality ever since I was a youngin', you know, always driving to be one of the best. You know what I'm saying? That's been my motto, because I've been let down so much in life. I might as well, I got to be great. You get what I'm saying? Everything behind me letting me down. I have to be great. You know, that's my inner strength. That's what people need to understand. You gotta be great. No matter through your sickness, you keep on smiling and going on with life, because life gonna end one day. You know? Life gonna end one day. Ain't no sense of being sitting here droopy about life when you could be smiling every day. Even if you ain't been to if you ain't never been to Dubai, act like you been there. You know what I'm saying? Go sit at a beach somewhere and act like you've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, real talk.
Yeah, it's always it's like all the state of mind. It's all the state of mind. What you think, man? If you want to think everything is well, everything is well.
Yeah.
Man, I'm digging that motivation right there. And you know, while we're talking, when you just said how you had some struggles, like life, not like you say life beat you down sometimes or something.
Yeah.
And then I'm combining that with what you said earlier. You used the analogy of Rocky, and what's raw is that you, in a sense, are very similar, because Rocky was the underdog fighter and became champion. And even as champion, when people knew him as champion, like how you were saying, like everybody knew you, and then you had to go through the responsibilities of life.
Yeah.
Where you couldn't really be in front of everybody's face like you were before. You couldn't be in the mix, couldn't be at all the events, couldn't be popping everything like you were before. So Rocky, even in his movies, went through that and faded. I think it was like part 5, he had to prove himself. He came back like as an old man. It was he ended up having to fight one of his old opponents. Yeah, because he part 4 he had fought the dude played by Ralph Dunner, like Russia. And even then, he was an underdog because the dude from Russia had all this technology, making him better. Even the steroids.
And he had all the advantages. He had every advantage.
All of it. Yep. End up beating him then. And then years pass, he ain't boxing no more. And then he end up, people like, oh, does he still have it? He ain't got it. Then had to prove to him, I'm still that guy. I'm still Rocky Balboa.
And just think about the new Rocky. And then the new Rocky come out. And it's somebody that's up under him that's been learning and become Apollo Creed.
That's right. Yes. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not gonna stop. That's the same analogy. You're correct. Because the music, same way. It's some youngers that's out here that's ready. They hungry and they finna do it. You know what I'm saying? They come to us because we supposed to have it together. You know what I'm saying? They look up to us, man. And these kids want to learn. They want to do something other than what they see their homies doing. Going to shoot somebody or going to rob somebody or going to do something. They looking forward to us. They give it. This their second chance, and we got to give it to them.
Yeah. Yep. And that's serious right there.
Yeah.
So as far as the young ones go, man, what advice do you give? What advice would you say to any of the young cats? It could be advice on life itself. It could be advice on somebody who wants to start footworking. Advice on somebody who wants to start DJing.
I got you. Look, whatever you're going through at home, leave it there. Bring it. If you're doing something, put your heart in it. Whatever emotions, feelings, and passion you got, put it into that and make it work for you. And keep going. Don't give up. Don't never give up. Don't never, ever give up. Because the time you give up, that's when you lose. You always winning as long as you keep going. Man. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when I used to have my dance group. And I used to have them doing the same moves over and over. So one of them was like, Twan, why we keep doing the same move over and over? And then I would send them to the back of the line. It used to be a long line. You gotta work your way to the top. You gotta work your way to the front of the line. You know what I'm saying? And they was wondering why we keep doing this move over and over. And then when I switched the move up on them, I was like, this move leads to this move, and this move leads to this move. So once you perfect this move, it'll open up other doors for you to do new moves. You see what I'm saying? Because you have self-control. I had to teach people that never knew how to dance before how to control. because that's the first thing about balance. You have to learn control. So if you learn this move, this same little move, you're going to learn how to control.
Hey, well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot. Be sure to check out our guest of the day's information, individual social medias and websites. That way you can support, because it's a good thing that we all support each other, right? And yo, Give Us the Works now is every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. So stay tuned. On the fourth Wednesday of this month, we shall continue our conversation with today's guest. But until then, be sure to take care of yourself. God bless you, and footwork out.
Footwork out. Footwork out.